Okay, this is my question.
Budding local.
That's what I'm talking about.
I could play for the, I guess I wouldn't say the Tigers on that one, but yeah.
All right, this is a really good question, but it's a tough one. So the question is, when you're doing either paid search or organic search optimization for your client, and they say to you, well, I'm getting traffic, but they're not buying anything. They're not filling out my form, that says, quantity that I can capture their information with. Now I can somehow, to some extent, I can help that with like a call tracking number or something of that nature, but it's not enough just to tell them, well, but you're being branded. They don't want it to be branded. They want to sell widgets. So how would you respond to that if your client said that to you?
So basically, how do you improve the conversion rate of your site to make sure more searchers turn into buyers?
No, that's not the question she asked.
Well,
the question she asked is, how do you respond to it? Which I think has a much more amusing answer set.
but probably a less applicable answer to most of the audience.
I would actually settle for either one.
Yeah. An easy answer, so you pointed out branding. The other thing that I think that everyone should always be focused on is when you're doing search the right way, you're actually buying data. If someone came to you and said, here, I have all this consumer data and how people are looking for your business and what they want to do and whatever else, you'd be like, yeah, I will pay for that. So that's one caveat. Other than that, just completely looking at, now you end up with a whole different set of things. What's compelling about your content? Are the calls to action easy? What are you leading them to? What is the end goal? I mean, there's so many things to start analyzing, from design to the motivation to the ease of use to the steps to do whatever. You really have to, good search is all about, it's not set it and forget it. It's, you put it in and you start evaluating other steps, and it's a funnel. So where in the funnel are things getting choked off or coming to an end, or are they bouncing back out, and continuing to reduce the things out of there. Then you also, you even look at keyword terms. Some things are strictly research. Others are more of a buying, I need help right here, right now type signal. And so you invest more into getting that type of traffic than tire kickers. So, I mean, there's a number of places to look, but it is really like, all right, here's a list of all the possibilities. Start working through that at a high level.
Yep. And it really is its own specialty. It's called conversion rate optimization. And so this is a friend of mine actually in the UK, conversionfactory.com. And here's basically the process. I mean, you have to be testing, elements on your site, which one converts better. As Aaron said, think about the keywords that you're going after. Maybe it's time to go after some longer tail, more specific keywords to make sure that they convert, that kind of thing. So it really is its own specialty. I wish we could answer it in 2 minutes, but it's not that easy.
Having looked at tons and tons of local websites, the one thing that they seem to be lacking kind of universally is strong calls to action. So if you look at the page above the fold and you do not see a conversion form and you don't see a big orange phone number, then that might be the problem, right? I mean, we've actually done tests where we moved a contact form from below the fold to above the fold and doubled conversions. We had an instance where we had a client who came to us who already had a decent amount of traffic. They might have had a couple thousand visits a month, but they didn't have a conversion form on every single page of their website. They just had the big-ass contact form on their Contact Us page.
Right.
We put a conversion form on every single page of their website and literally quintupled their conversions overnight, 5x overnight, and it's sustained. And then the phone number, I mean, it's, if somebody has to, if you open up a website and you look at it and you don't instantly know what phone number to call, they've got a conversion problem. So as much as I think that there's value in going through a whole kind of conversion optimization process, I think that you, sort of intuitively looking at it, if you can still find a print yellow pages somewhere, open it up and look at some of the big ads, okay? Phone number, big and bold, where they are, all of the stuff that's going to make you trust them is big, 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 but the phone number is like smacking you in the head.
Yep. All right.
Well, real quick,
okay.
This is one thing you can use analytics for as well. So on-page stuff affects it, but you might be targeting. Say Will's site, he goes in and looks, and he's got all this traffic for Canadian citations, but it ends up going to his About Us page, and that page is a 99% bounce rate. Traffic's coming in, but there's no way that's going to convert because it's not targeted to the search phrase.
A great site for ideas on landing pages and calls to action, there's a site called WHICHtest1, WON.com. Does a weekly, here's 2 different things, you make your guess and they tell you which one actually performed better and why. Was it copy, was it design, was it calls to action? So great site just to get some insight and see if your line of thinking lines up with how things turn out. Which, W-H-I-C-H, test1, WON.com.